SHAVY.FS Hub new 3 hour, 4 hour development. While I was looking through the structure, I found a new development and want to share it to make sure that every trade we send gives you the right education you want in the financial market, especially when it comes to analyzing gold. So we got a price action from here, September price action. So this September price action struck my mind and I picked it and I love the price action. The market is dynamic and as much as we are into confluence, we are looking for confluence, then we must give due diligence to opportunities and be 100% careful while we're analyzing the market. Even if we are wrong, we will still come up to address the situation. So while I looked at this structure, because of the dynamic nature of price, we don't have one chart to serve the whole time. Charts are always changing. So I want to share this strategy while we still keep our demand and supply strategy in mind. So let's look at it and see. And I want everybody to see what I'm seeing. So we draw a price action from here. And we have here support structure, support structure, support. This was the previous high. This was the previous high. We enjoyed this high and everybody thought it was going to be the end. And something symbolic happened about this high was a breakout. It's a high that gave birth to a breakout. So it, to me, is very, very important point. It's a very important point to watch the price action. So while gold is setting itself up for head and shoulder, this is the head, this is the shoulder, this is the shoulder. And until we get a breakout from here, they will come to this level, retest here, then sell very well. So for now, let's look at the structure and analyze it based on what it's doing. We're analyzing the structure based on the performance, based on the character. So whichever way it plays, we are always ready. At SHAVY.FS Hub, we are always ready. Using market structure, we will get it. We'll get to the root of the matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever strategy, whatever angle of trend, we are ready. So when you look at this, you will see the structure play out. So this is very important to me, and I want you to keep this in mind as well. This price action, the previous high on a descending channel that gave birth to a new high. The new high started from here. The failure of this price action to keep a bearish impulse was what gave rise to a new high. So we must put this in mind. We must keep this in mind. So we're adding it to our strategy. So when we have a high and a new high comes up, we don't throw away the old high. We look at the price action surrounding it. We look at the circumstance surrounding it. We look at the fundamentals surrounding it. We look at the trend angle surrounding it. We look at the breakout and the pattern and the way it played out. All this must be put into consideration. So here now, let's try to limit the number of lines. We've discussed this before on how this ascending trend line got us a breakout from the ascending trend line and the price came on retest, which was 1, 2, 3, and let's not go into this until price makes a dangerous move. So for now, let's limit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines are okay. So let's look at the structure. We have here support structure, support structure, support structure, break of the support structure, retest, retest 1, retest 2, break of your resistance structure, retest 1, retest 2. This is the third retest. This is an impulse leg. I just saw it. I just saw it, and I have to share it. It's very important if you are following my trade, even if you don't like, but just to guide you properly. SHAVY.FS Hub will never mislead you. Will never mislead you for anything. We don't need you to pay us for anything. Just like and share our post, add it to your strategy. We want you to succeed as much as we want to succeed. In this space, nobody can be an enemy of progress for another person. The market is open. You can see it. Seeing this structure made a whole lot of sense to me. So it made a whole lot of sense to me. And I think this is by far the most advanced and accurate structure you will get in the market. Analyzing gold using price action, using its market character. How is it moving? How is it behaving? What is it doing? So these are things that we put into consideration. We have here demand floor. This is my demand floor. So, and this is my supply roof. And also, these are supply roof, and these are all retest candles. So we'll call it to the top, above the line is ROT, ROT, ROS. A retest candle and a resistance becomes support on break of structure. And we have another structure here where price is going. We like to look at it. That's a double top like structure in the 30 zone. That might trigger a sell. That might trigger a sell from that level. So let's look at this. It's setting itself off head and shoulder. This is the head, this is the shoulder, this is the shoulder. So we believe that it might continue to make its way up to do another retest. If it does that, that will be break of yesterday high, which is still valid by this structure. By this structure, is still in the retest, serving as a supply zone. So if price returns here, he's right. So if he returns here, well, they wouldn't know that we know that if he returns here, it's still valid sell. It's still a valid sell based on the structure. So market creates its structure for you to leverage on. So when you come to the market, try to interpret the chart. And by interpreting the chart, you find an opportunity and keying into the opportunity. You can't do anything more than that. So I don't know the level of the bullish impulse in the market, but I know that 30 level looks like a 3 hour rejection level. So if price comes here, I will tell you, I'll be glad to see price step up again, invalidating this and come here. And if it comes here by close of today, that might be a retest of the previous all-time high. And it's really showing a very strong bullish impulse. The reason is because price is on demand. So look at the structure. After I found this structure, I quickly changed my bias, changed my perspective, and quickly came online to share it on all platforms, TradingView, and everywhere we post free ideas. So you stay guided. This is the supply roof, this is the supply roof, this is the demand floor. Price changed from supply roof to demand and have tested the floor twice. Tested the floor twice. Supply roof, supply roof, supply roof before it switched to demand floor. So price broke supply roof and return on demand. And on demand, the first touch buy, which gave birth to a new all-time high. When price returned, it bought again, got rejected by a breakout from an ascending trend line. Price, I will be happy and excited if we can get here to be a massive rejection. So if we get to 2,750, 2,751, that would be a good thing. If we don't get there, if we get here, then it will be a retest of this double top. This is a double top, this is a neckline broken. So if price comes back here to retest it, that would be nice. in the zone of 2736.54 and give us a massive drop. So on technical, we got this guy. This line got it. This line, ascending trend line, a breaker from an ascending trend line. So everything price is doing now is to try to shake your faith so that you will give up. That is all it does. So the lesson here is to continue to approach market based on the trend. If it's uptrend, look for ascending trend line, look at the bias, look at the price action, look at the supply, look at the demand on the ascending trend line. We have found one. Here is the supply roof of this line, and here is the demand floor of this line, of this very line. It's a single trend line, but it has two functions. So if price is below it, is on demand floor. If price is above it, is on supply roof. So a break of this structure, all these are all supply roof, supply roof, supply roof, and they all end up in sell. Price broke it and return on demand floor. On demand floor, buy, buy. Break of a demand floor, price came on retest, making it a supply roof. So I expect another touch into the supply roof. A touch into the supply roof will be an automatic sell. So this is a Xauusd FS Hub intraday scalper strategy. So it's basically for educational purpose only. Focus on the learning. Focus on the learning. Focus on the learning. Have a strategy. Focus on the learning. Focus on the learning. Have a strategy. Have a strategy. Back test it and make sure that it works. A lot of strategies do not work. A lot of strategies do not work. They don't work because of the trading pattern. You see, price is challenging 2730. Our prayer is I break 2730. Use here a demand floor, a supply roof. Here is okay. This is a demand. This is demand. Use this demand floor. Break of a demand. Price return on supply. If we break this supply roof, it will be a demand floor so that we can go back and meet the ultimate supply roof. So the supply roof we are anticipating for a sell to close the week will be in this zone. For here, this is a demand, this is a demand, this is a supply. So let's see if price will break this structure. If it breaks it, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. That's okay. But for here, it might not be a good idea to sell here. Allow price to come here. If price comes here, it tallies with a long-term supply demand trend line. If it comes here, it will be an automatic sell. After a break of structure here, comes here, it makes a decent sense to sell it out. Or we allow price to break here. If price breaks here, that will be a break of a demand floor to turn it to a supply roof. So it makes a whole lot of sense from technical perspective. You know, on technical perspective, it makes a whole lot of sense. So if you sell here, that might be a dangerous attempt. Price might pull you from 2732 into 2748. That will hit your stop loss. So be patient. Be patient. Yes, it's a good place to sell, but it's better to wait here. 2300 and 738. That is a 70-point difference. So price can react here, price can react here, price can react here. So it's up to you and your risk appetite. But this market is setting up for a drop for sure. So price might react here. We might experience, we begin to experience some pullback at this level. We might experience some pullback at this level. It's possible because here we have a resistance structure. Can you see support structure? Break of a support structure. You have here as resistance. Price tested the first resistance and dropped and is back. So maybe it's coming with a momentum to break this structure to head into the final supply roof where we can now take a bow and smash the market down to the floor.